Are you tired of not knowing what to recycle?
Don't know we should want to have all the information in one place at once.
Well, now you can with Code Orange's new app. It's free to download and free to use. Okay. Here it is on the phone.
And here it is on the tablet.
Our project mainly focused on teaching people what they can recycle, and we're doing that in two ways. The first way is teaching people at Harry Tippler Middle School what they can recycle by launching a program in our cafeteria. We used to recycle, as a school, 15 pounds a week, but now we recycle 15 pounds a day, which is a very impressive improvement. These are the posters we made for our school, and here is us weighing our milk carton bags.
The second way is teaching people at home through our app. First, we had to find out what each person can recycle and organize their findings on the spreadsheets. Then, with the help of RJ, using Android Studio, we made an app that you can download on the Google Play Store.
We got the idea when we went on a field trip to the Tri-County Recycling Center. Our tour guide, Christine Miller, she said the main reason people don't recycle is that they don't know what to recycle. And here is us at the recycling center.
We also went to the biodigester with Michelle Bogdan and saw food waste being turned into compost and gas.
We also went to the wastewater treatment center in Fond du Lac with our tour guide Cody Shepke. We saw how wastewater is turned into fresh water.
RJ is a computer science student from UWO, and he helped us publish our app into the Google Play Store.
Another thing that we also did this year is we made a website. It explains what we do and all about our robot and how we work with the polystyrenes. What we're working on currently is the Green and Healthy Schools, and what that is you fill out this big packet of what your school does to be healthy with the environment, and then you send it in, and they'll give you a ranking, and at a certain rank, you'll get a grant for recycling bins.
Another thing we did with our app was we sent out our app link to our app to every county board executive in the state. And they gave us some pretty affirmative comments, and they also gave us some good tidbits on what we can do to improve our app. So it's currently in the Google Play Store, and it's free to download.
Pretty neat. Nice use of technology. You said they gave you some affirmative feedback. Can you kind of explain that?
Yeah, a lot of the letters are in the binder, but a lot of it was that it was a really great idea and it would really help their community out.
They also sent us more information for our app because we didn't have all the information, so we asked them, is there anything that we need to add for your county on this app? And some of them gave us feedback and what things that we could add to our app.
So, who were your expert mentors?
We had RJ Freund, the computer science student, and he helped us with the app. We also had Michelle Bogdan, Christine Miller, and Cody Shepke, which were from the Wastewater Biodigester and Recycling Center. And they gave us a lot of help, just deciding what our project was going to be.
Okay. And did you have any other forms of research sources, like online or in books?
We, for the first month or so, we researched a lot online, and we have all the websites that we used on here, and they're also on the app for every county. So if you click on a county, it has links to the resources we used and PDFs and things.
We had to go to a lot of websites to find out all the recycling information for every county.
It's nice now there's one place you can go to. Did you say it's out and people are actually using it?
Yes, it's on the Google Play Store. We are still working on getting it to Apple. It's kind of a whole nother deal, but that's going to be our next step if we move on. For the Google Play Store, it took us like $25 to open that account, and we can use it again in the future for our team. So yeah, anybody with a Samsung or Android phone can download it. Mm-hmm. Or tablet.
Have people been using it that you know?
Yeah, a lot of our parents have been using it and friends too.
And one of the people, the judges that was walking around earlier, actually downloaded it on her phone.
A lot of people say that this is going to really help them because it's one of those things that people want but never really
existing solutions out there that are similar to this?
I don't think there's any apps on the Google Play Store
Well,
like
there
ours.
are a lot of apps actually for recycling, but
None that
I never really like looked at them before, besides like because just like I didn't know about them. So we're trying to. Another part is just spreading the word about the app so people know about it.
What's different about your app?
I don't think that the other apps included every county.
Yeah.
A lot of them were just single counties or just recycling guidelines in general. But this one, I think, goes more in depth and includes
Yeah,
every
so
county.
So who actually made the app? Who on your team did that? How did you do it?
Everybody helped research, but I helped with the coding,
Jackson,
Jackson and Zach all helped with the coding.
RJ helped us. He came in and he taught us some programming for Android Studios and how we can code a little bit. So he did teach us some.
It takes an expert to like get it as perfect as that. So RJ mostly helped us kind of create my blocks of Android Studio to help us out. We couldn't write all the code without him.
Yeah.
Okay. So when, let's say that RJ moves or graduates, will you guys be able to continue to update the app without him?
We could, yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's impressive. A lot of people come up with the ideas for apps on the projects and then it just stays as an idea, but you took it a step further and actually figured out how to get it in, implement it, so that's good. Do you foresee any difficulties in the future with the app or thought
Well,
about that?
if a county decides, okay, for example, Manitowoc County, they only recycle ones and twos, but if they get more equipment to recycle more numbers, then we would have to somehow find a way to be notified of that so we can go in. That could be a problem because we don't get like automatic updates from every county whenever they update their software and machinery to recycle. So that would be kind of a thing where we'd have to constantly check their website to make sure everything's up to date.
Like maybe once a month, email them and say, have you changed anything?
But so far, nothing's been changed.
Okay. Who did you share your idea with?
There's a junior FLL expo that was at our school, and we got the opportunity to present our project and what FLL is all about. So we could share about our app, and a lot of people like saw our app, and we were like showing them, and a lot of people liked it. So
Also, of course, we shared it with every county board executive in Wisconsin. And we sent it back to Tri-County and Biodigester. Did we send it back to wastewater, or is that something that we sent to?
Any other questions?
No, I think we got it all.
Very nice. Nice presentation. Thank you. May I keep the binder right now?
Yeah.
May I keep these? No. Yeah. Huh. Good.
But the spreadsheet, it might be kind of hard to read, but that is in the binder. If you want to look at that.
Good luck today, guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
The next one here, Tim, will go to robot design.